Southeast Texas, best known as the Golden Triangle, the birthplace of the oil boom in America back in 1901. And since then, our nation and the world's reliance on petroleum has grown, and so has our petrochemical industry. With this economic success comes a renewed focus on environmental stewardship. It's on in Southeast Texas. First, let's clear the air, literally. Since the creation of the EPA, federal and state agencies have established standards to identify areas where action is needed, including air quality. Since 1990, benzene levels have dropped, and since the year 2000, ozone levels have fallen significantly. Plus, in 2021, we had lower levels of ozone and fewer ozone exceedance days than places you wouldn't expect.
Southeast Texas Regional Planning Commission has operated an air monitoring network for over 30 years. Benzene levels at our air monitoring sites have been reduced by over 70%. We continue to monitor the air quality to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of our region.
Our air quality is better today than it's ever been. And as industry continues to upgrade older units to meet the new standards and build new, cleaner units within those guidelines, the air quality will continue to improve even more. From the lakes and the piney woods to the north, to the sandy beaches of the Gulf Coast to the south, and the lakes and rivers that connect them all, Southeast Texas is surrounded by beautiful landscapes. Two major rivers supply our lakes and streams, the Sabine to the east and the Neches running right down the middle. Now let's hear from an avid outdoors enthusiast who's been fishing these waters his entire life.
One of my favorite things to do out on the waterway is sight fish for redfish. In order to spot these fish, the water has to be clear. Whether I'm fishing in the marsh or fishing in a bayou next to the plants, the water is just as clear and the fish are just as healthy. Hi, I'm Zach Johnson. I've grown up in Southeast Texas fishing on the Neches and the Sabine River with my friends and family my whole life. I can honestly say today that the waterways here are cleaner than I've ever seen them.
Stories like that can be heard from outdoorsmen all over Southeast Texas. But they're not just stories. Science backs it up too. For more than 50 years, the Academy of Natural Sciences Center for Environmental Research has conducted biological and water quality surveys on the Sabine and Neches rivers. These scientific studies are designed to assess the general health of the river. Here are some of the results from the most recent studies on the Sabine. Both water quality and biological communities in the river have improved substantially since the 1980s. And as far as the Neches River, we see continued improvement in the biological communities and improved or stable levels in overall water chemistry. Southeast Texas will also play a significant role in the future of environmental protection due to our unique geological formations and proximity to major petroleum infrastructure. The Southeast Texas Gulf Coast has been strategically selected as the first major carbon capture and sequestration hub in the United States. This joint venture project is expected to capture up to 275 million metric tons of carbon dioxide out of the air and store it safely deep within the earth. That's roughly 40% of the annual carbon emissions of Texas.
Hi, I'm Alex Tiller from CarbonVert. We're a carbon capture project developer. We're developing alongside our partners Talos Energy and Chevron the first offshore storage project, carbon storage project in the Americas, and it's located right in Port Arthur, Texas, in the Golden Triangle. It's the first of its kind in the world. It can handle 10 million tons per year, meaning that there's a lot of capacity for any greenfield developers out there that are contemplating bringing projects and industry to the greater Jefferson County, Beaumont area.
Southeast Texas has always played a significant role in the history of our nation's energy industry. And as world-renowned economist Dr. Ray Perriman says, oil and gas is not going away. Today, not only is Southeast Texas home to America's largest refinery, but it also has cleaner air and cleaner water too. And with over $80 billion in current and planned industrial expansion, plus with investments in technology that will lead to a cleaner future, Southeast Texas will continue to be a major player in America's energy sector while being responsible stewards of the environment for years to come.